Hey, I thought I would do a quick look at, this has been an acid test of the van life, so to speak. And I have come to the conclusion I'm not making a lot of compromises here. This is a very similar life to the life I lived in a very expensive apartment. Uh, a lot of us live small lives. Now, I'm not calling a small life a bad life. It's just that during the work week, we basically work, we go home, and unless we have a spouse and kids, or kids and and no spouse or whatever, then we're not actually doing a lot with our lives. Uh, I began to really think when I get home, I either grab something to eat on the way there, on the way back. Rarely cook. I'll probably cook. I probably cook the same amount in this van as I would in home. I don't even have the propane stove in here yet. That's still in my storage, but I will be getting that out. So there's just not a whole lot I can say about what this has changed. I'm sitting in a parking lot in the morning next to my lodging to some, for the time being. So that's a little bit unusual. I did make an addition here. If you see this little monitor up here, I showed you this is my rear view. I actually wired up, and it came with a secondary wiring, so you can wire up a standard camera. This is the cable down here. I just got sitting right here, and basically I can see the front. Now, so what's the point of having a front view when you're in the front? The point is I can take this off and move it to the back, and since it's wireless in the back, and I can just rig that cable through this wall to the front, for a period of time. I just do it in the evenings, and then put it back, when I'm going to go be moving quite a bit. And then I've got the rear view. I've got front and back. I got 120 or more degrees to the front here, and 120 or more degrees to the back. So that's cool. I still don't have the sides. I'm working on that, but I have a pretty good view of what's coming at me from the back or at me from the front, and that's pretty cool. So once again, the life size things. I don't have as many gadgets available. My gadgets are in my storage locker, but I'm gonna get a few of them out. They're just less convenient. So this has probably expanded my life. I've got to have things to do during the days, particularly on the weekends, so I'll be driving around. Yeah, I do metal detecting, which might be a very, very square to some of you guys, and to some of us, it's some of the height of excitement when you find something good, which doesn't happen that often, but it's always a chance. My life has not changed, not altered a bit. It's a little bit more cramped getting dressed. That's about it. It's cluttered all the time. This is the morning, so I just got up. I do not clean in the morning. So I just got to get out. I have just got to get out and get on the road, or get to work if I'm in the vicinity. Because I just dropped the key. So right now I've got gas cans. I've still got that floor jack in there. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. But since I told you the tires are not great on here, I've got the spare tire on the back. This weekend I plan to go get tires all around. I'll probably not get that. Spare is pretty good, so I'll probably just leave it alone. And that'll come and go. And you see my batteries are a bit down. I'm not sure if you can actually see the thing, but it's early in the morning. I ran my lights all night when sleep was on, so it sucked some power down. That's one of the reasons it's down so low. I'm not currently running the refrigerator. There's nothing in there. When I run the refrigerator, of course, it'll take it down a little bit more. But when the sun comes up, and it's coming up now, it's very early in the morning, and sunrise is about 7:37 around here. So it's the sun is just now peeking up. I did have to buy I didn't have to buy a blanket. I had a moving blanket in my storage room. I'm not sure where I kept it or drove it in here, but I used that for my blanket, and then I'll get something warm and fuzzy and thermal later. I'll just do for now. And I've still got this pile of stuff. I'm going to get rid of quite a bit of this stuff. I'm going to keep the circular saw and the drill, because there's some more construction I want to do. I might have to see if I can use my cousin's garage, do some of it, but we'll see how that works. They're great guys, and they will let me do it, but heck, I don't really want to bother them if I can avoid it. So I'm gonna do as much as I can wherever I can. So that's basically it. And like I said, the thing is, the size of my life has not altered. I basically went to work, I went home, I streamed video. I can do that on this phone that I'm taking this video on. I can use this phone as a hotspot. I've got an unlimited data plan on here, and I really don't get slowdowns. You know, when I go over the limit more than a couple hours or 3 hours a day, not a big deal. Got Audible books on here for to bridge that time if I'm bored. So it's really, you know, when you consider doing anything along these lines, just to consider the size of your life and the fact that sometimes this will expand the size of your life, because at least you're not in what they call a sticks and bricks with nowhere to go and all your stuff in one place. All your stuff is in the parking lot behind you. So I just want to give you a quick thought about that. More philosophy than anything else, and we will see what the future will bring on this deal. But you know, it's not a big deal. Anyway, I will talk to you later. You have a wonderful day.